Hey everyone, this is David Pike, the Motorcity Mechanic, back with another video. Now today I want to show you step by step what you need to do to replace the multifunction switch on this 2009 to 2016 Ram pickup. It's going to cover the 1500s all the way up to the 5500 series. Check it out. Now the procedure for taking this off is very simple. I've done previous videos on the older body styles where the service information said steering wheel has to come off in order to gain access to it. This one doesn't need it no matter what. The procedure is cut and dry. There is no shortcut. It's just a simple task. Now I want to show you that you're only going to need two tools to do this with. One's a torque stick driver and another one's going to be a plastic trim stick. So let's go ahead and get over to the vehicle and we'll talk more about what we need to do. Now the multifunction switch actually is mounted to the steering column. There's a lower plastic panel and an upper plastic panel that basically clamshells itself together, and the actual arm for the multifunction switch comes through. We're leaving the lower cover in place, which means we also don't have to remove the knee bolt strip on here. All we're taking off is the upper cover. So that means we only need to get to two of the fasteners. Once those fasteners are off, the multifunction switch will be able to access how it snaps in place, release that snap, and lift it straight up. Of course, once we disconnect the connector. And the reverse, as far as how we go back, we're just going to slide it down. I'll show you the little guides. Snaps in place, plug it in, and snap the cover to fasteners. Pretty cut and dry. I'm going to go ahead and show you about the tools that we're going to be using. So you only need two tools to perform this repair. You need a plastic trim stick, which we're going to use for the plastic halves, the upper and lower. We're going to use that to get in between to separate the two. That way we don't scratch the cover and cause any cosmetic damage. And we're going to be using a T20 driver. Anything that's kind of narrow that can get up inside the recess of the lower cover to get to those T20 screws is what we're going to be working with. So your T20, plastic trim stick. Let's go ahead and get to those fasteners. Alright, so you got a recess right here. You got your little tilt lever right here on the bottom. You got a recess right here, and if you go over to the opposite side on the passenger side of the steering column, there's one there. We're just going to get our T20, put it up in here, feel around till we feel it engage, and back it all the way out. Now one little trick I've learned is while I'm backing out, if I want to free up the upper cover, before I get all the way out, I can give it a gentle tap, and it will actually pop the upper cover. Now that we got the driver's side done, we'll go ahead to the passenger side of that steering column and get that last T20 out. Just fill it up in there so you finally feel it engage, back it out. And like I said, what I'll do is right before it's all the way out, I'll give it a gentle tap again on the bottom and it will separate the upper half. I feel like it's about out, so I'll give it a couple of good taps. There we go. So now that we've got the two fasteners at the bottom and we went ahead and popped the cover up right before we took the screws out, we can go ahead and start releasing the cover. Now, if it did not completely release, you get your plastic trim stick, you get between the two halves, the upper and lower, and you kind of pry to get it off. Luckily, that little trick of popping the bottom of the tool was what we needed to pop it loose. Now that we've got this out of the way, we've now got access to everything on the top of the column, mainly the multifunction switch. So looking down on top of the multifunction switch with that cover taken off, you see the arm right here. We've got one little connector on the back side that we need to press in on, pull it out. Now all that's remaining is a little plastic clip right here. If you look right here, you can actually see there's a little L-shaped piece. That's a track that it goes down in. Next to that track is a little finger in the black recessed hole that I need to push towards the front. When I push towards the front, I can use either my finger. If I can't get it down into my finger, maybe now we still got our plastic trim stick, I can use this edge or a pocket screwdriver. Release it and I can start lifting up. So there's the finger that we're going to push in on right there. And then you've got the L-shaped track for this, and you got the larger that snaps in. Now if we get our replacement unit, we grab it, go ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to line these two up, put it up against it, line it up, go down till you hear the snap. Make sure your connector didn't get up under it like this one did. We're going to line it up, slide it down, snap. We know it's locked in place, we can grab it, it won't come up. We'll get the connector, we'll plug it into the back side. Make sure you got it up in there right, and here's the snap as well. There we go, give it a little tug. Now we know the connector's in place, the multifunction snap down. Now all we gotta do is get the plastic cover and put it back on. Now, like always, the installation is just the opposite of removal. When you get the plastic cover and you get ready to go down on there, make sure you look at the sides. It's got little guides. You got fingers on the lower one that will go up in here. So make sure they lined up before you push them down and snap them down and make sure it's firmly seated. And then you got the 2 fasteners that will get screwed in from up under the steering column. So as you've seen after watching this video, that procedure is about as simple as it gets. 2 tools is all you needed, the Torx driver and then the plastic trim stick. And the plastic trim stick is somewhat optional, because if you do that little bump procedure with the bottom of the Torx driver like I showed you, it'll separate the upper and lower half so where you don't need the trim stick. But it's always nice to have it there in case you need it. So at this point, this brass ring kind of thumbs up on YouTube. Don't forget you can like me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. If you got any comments or suggestions about today's video or anything Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram related, as always, feel free to email me at david@motorcitymechanic.com and I will try to get back to you in a timely manner. Once again, thanks for watching these videos, everyone.